So welcome to Academia. My name is Brian Modena, and today I'm going to show you how to format references, and I'm going to tell you how references are supposed to be formatted. Now, I'm going to use a demo document here that was submitted by one of you guys, and I'm going to raise concerns on the references aspect. Okay, so guys have no problems with references other than one thing you have to know is that these references need to be active. Okay, these 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 sites. Okay, so that anytime a reader will come, will just hover the mouse above this and is going, and when they click control, they can easily access that article in the internet. Okay, so the reason why these ones have to be active. So when they are active, basically they're usually in blue, and like you see, I've clicked and I've been taken to that exact place where it is found. So if I give it time, it's loading, and this is where it is. Okay, so this is the article. As usual, you do accept all cookies. Okay, so yeah, so the thing is, these DOI numbers, just leave them active, whether the DOI or the URL, whichever. So DOI and URL, leave them active. Okay, and that will be okay, so that the reader can always access that one. Now, for situation whereby you have missing DOI numbers, we usually use a resource known as Crossref. Okay, I'll just write it here, and then maybe you can just Google and you can search using the authors, you can search using the title, you can search using anything, but it's called, let me just type it out. It's called Crossref. It's called, okay, let me see. It's called Crossref. I'll just have to write here. It's called Crossref. So if you Google Crossref, you are going to find those missing DOI numbers and all those things. Okay, and not all documents, by the way, have those DOI numbers. So in situations whereby you don't have a DOI number, just put a URL. Okay, but a DOI is preferred because it does not change even when the article is updated. But a URL can change when the article is updated. So now that is a story of another day. So let us just talk about references and how they should be formatted. Now, references, we have usually in APA, there are two styles of references. Okay, so styles, I'm just going to highlight, and I just remind ourselves that we have two styles of references in APA. We have the italics title. We have I think this pen is too big, I can just reduce, italics title. Okay, and we have the italics source. Okay, italic source. So the difference is, usually italize the title if and only if you are citing from a book, okay, or from a source that stands alone. Okay, then you italize the source when you are citing from a part of a book. Okay, a part of a book or a journal article or a newspaper section, that one you have to italize the source. Okay, and then if it is a book, because a book is standalone, that one you're just going to italize the title. Okay, and then now the other sections that are in italics are usually these number here. Okay, we have this number. So now the italics, like when I look at this one, I can see that this guy did a very good work, because you can see like this is a section of a book or journal. In fact, it's a journal article. Okay, so this is the title of that one, and then the source is Harvard Business Review. Okay, so it's in italic, and then you italize until here. So that's number 93. It's also going to be in italics. Okay, now that is how APA is supposed to be anyway. So make sure you have that italics. Okay, and then after that one, you just, after the page numbers that you've put there, put a space, and then you paste the DOI, If it goes to the next line, well and good. If it remains there, just leave it, but don't put a space to push it to the next line. Okay, so those are the elements that are supposed to be there. Now, another thing. Mm, Now, when you look like this one here, we can see we have an issue here because basically this one is title case, okay? Topic case or title case, whatever those guys call it. So in this case here, we need sentence case, okay? What we need here is basically sentence case. So we have to format that one well. We do not, okay, the title or rather the topic, in when it comes to the references, we use sentence case. We don't use topic case. So that one you have to come, you put it in lowercase first, and then now you can put in sentence case. Now that's okay. So the first reference is okay. The second reference was not okay. Okay, in effective now this is a source. Even if it has these capital letters, I might not be bothered so much. Yeah. And then let me see now if we come to the DOI. So the DOI of this one is good and it's okay. So we have no issue with that one. Now we come to this source, this third one here. So now this is a sentence case. This is okay, and then you can see there was a colon here, and then you start the capital letter, which is just okay. And then now this is the source journal of, which is in italics. Okay, so this is okay. And then the DOI, but one thing I'm sure is that this one is not supposed to be here. So this revenue, so I don't know where it's supposed to be, but I'll just delete it because I don't know and I can't put it. And then this one, as you can see, to somewhere here. So this one you have to return it to where it was. But unfortunately, I've even changed the formatting. So what I will do, I will come and put this one hanging because it's not hanging. Okay, so hanging is the opposite of indent. You indent the entire body and then you just leave the first line not indented. So it's the same place, just go to where we had paragraph here, and then you go to special. Now indentation, the special indentation you're going to have is hanging, and then it's supposed to be 0.5, okay? And then you press OK, and then that is your document, okay? So basically, we do expect to see some slanting in the references. We do expect to see some active links, okay? The DOIs, they should be active, and the URLs and everything, they should just leave them active. If yours are not active, so say for instance we remove this one from being active. Let me just remove. I usually remove them with Control Shift and F9, and you can see it's no longer active. Okay, so if you press Control Shift F9, you are removing hyperlinks. But now, if for example now this is how it is and you want to make it active, just come and highlight it, okay, and then you right click and then you come to link. So it's going to come that one, and when it comes to link, you just press OK, and it's active again. So sometimes you might have done something and these things are not active, so that is how you can activate them. So that's easy. And then so the references, number one, they should be double spaced, okay? They should be double spaced, okay? Observe the case, okay? That title case, it's not required here. Then the article number is also not required. So DOI, you are very much encouraged to use DOI than any other thing, okay? Then in situations where there's no DOI, you can just use a URL. So assuming we don't have a DOI for this one, then I can just highlight this, and then I just go paste it in Google. Let me just show you something. Just go paste it in like that, and then I click so that I see where it is. Leadership lessons. Now you can see somewhere here, leadership lessons according to Family Business Institute. Okay, so sometimes you just take that URL. Sorry. So let me see how this one comes about from Great Family Business. 2015 hbr.org. So now by Claudio Fernandez, Aaron, Sony, Joe Tritza. Let me just confirm if they're the same guys. That this guy was okay. C. Iqbal, Aaron, S. Ritza. Okay, this is okay. Yeah, 2015 leadership from Family Business, Harvard Business Review. So basically, this is it. Okay, this is the actual, this is the source that this friend of mine here was using. So with this source, what you can do, and you can see it's even by Harvard Business Review, so I'm exactly at the right place. So what I can do, I can just copy that. Okay, I can just copy this URL here, and then I come and paste it in my document, so that I can ensure that I just have a complete set of things, and that everything is okay. Yeah. So yeah, okay. So now I've copied that one. So what I'll do, I'll just come here, and I'm going to put a space, one space, and then I'm going to paste it. Okay. And then one thing I'll tell you, do not add a full stop, because if you add a full stop here, or a period, it's going to interfere with the link. It won't be the exact link. So after the DOI or the URL, don't uh, don't add a full stop. So now for this one, it's not active, and I want to make it active. So I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to link it now to the web. So I just press link, and then I just press OK. So now it's active. So if somebody comes here with a mouse and hovers here while pressing control and just clicks, the guy is taken directly to the source. As you can see, it's even loading the same thing, and you can see, yes, I'm back here to Harvard Business Review. So make sure, because most of these resources that you guys are using are online, make sure you do not miss having a DOI or having a URL. But DOI is preferred, of course. Okay. So I will show you guys how to find those missing UIs using Crossref. And if you miss that UI in Crossref, then use a URL like the one that I've illustrated here. Okay. Yeah, so then you save that one. Now you can see the work looks neat. It looks like it's been researched well. The person who is reading can easily refer from the internet by just clicking. Okay. So that is what we are talking about. Yeah. Okay, yes. So then I think that would be all for this video. We do expect those references to be complete. So make sure you have the author, you have an author for your references, you have an author, you have the date, okay? And then you have the title, you have the source, and then you have the DOI. Those are the main components of the citations in APA, okay? And if any one of these elements is missing, then here just the year is just okay. Okay, if any of these elements is missing, you can see how you're going to do that, but we don't expect you to have these elements missing. So basically that's it. So get to know which time you are utilizing, you are putting in italics either the title or the source. So whatever comes first here is what you call the title. Okay, this until here, this is a title, and then this up to here is a source. Okay, here, and then this one I think is the issue number or volume number or something like that. So for this one, it's only this number that is utilized. The one in brackets, or that one, is just leave it that way. Then, as I said, after this here, you put after the page numbers, you put a full stop, and then you put your link here, then leave it in active mode. Okay, so that the reader can easily access the resource from the web. So thank you for taking your time to listen to this illustration, and we really hope that so another thing to before I forget is that these references should be arranged in an alphabetical manner, because that is what APA likes. Okay, so I would expect that these references to be arranged in an alphabetical manner. So having a reference that looks like this, let me just show you here. So HF, let me just do this, and I'll show you what I'm doing. So now you realize that in this case, this, as you said, this one should be hanging. So hanging, you realize that this order here is not the right order. Okay, why? This one is contrary to APA formatting because these references are not arranged in an alphabetical manner. So to arrange these references in an alphabetical manner, you have to just do this easily, and then everything happens automatically. So just highlight that, and then you come here to where you are seeing A to Z, okay? Here where you see A to Z, and then you click that, and then paragraphs, type, text, ascending, it's supposed to be ascending, and then you press OK, and then you see now they've been arranged automatically in an ascending order. So basically that's how you arrange the references in an ascending order. So we really expect that these references have a lot of issues anyway, but if you're keen enough, you will not end up getting mixed up. And basically it's very easy to forget something, but I want you guys to be alert before you submit the jobs so that you have so one of the things that I'll tell you is that the number of sources that you are told to include for any particular order, like for example, if you're told to include 4 sources, does not mean that you have to exactly have 4 sources, okay? What it means is that 4 is the minimum number of sources that is required, okay? So you can have even 10, okay? So the more sources, the better for you, and the more sources, because the more you have sources, it looks more reliable research and that, okay? So that's all. So have a nice time. Thank you.